power has always walked in two shadows. One, the cunning of the fox, silent, observant, unpredictable. The other, the strength of the lion, fierce, unyielding, commanding respect. Machiavelli knew that survival was never a matter of virtue, but of balance. And those who failed to understand this duality were destined to be ruled by those who did. The fox survives by deception. It sees traps where others see safety. It learns to move unseen, to listen between words, to strike without warning. It never wastes strength. It wins through understanding, through patience. But cunning alone is fragile. Deception without power becomes paranoia. Strategy without strength becomes impotence. And so the lion enters. The lion does not whisper, it roars. It imposes order not by persuasion, but by presence. It embodies the raw force that others mistake for justice. Yet power without intellect is reckless. A lion without a fox is a beast, strong, yes, but easily led to slaughter by subtler minds. Machiavelli wrote not for kings, but for anyone who must survive among wolves. His lesson was cruel, but true. To endure in this world, one must be both. The fox that avoids traps, and the lion that frightens wolves. He did not mean that power was evil. He meant that innocence alone is suicidal, because the world rewards neither purity nor kindness. It rewards control. Not control over others, but mastery over one's own dual nature. To know when to deceive and when to confront. To know when to wait and when to strike. If you live only as a fox, you will think too much and act too little. You will be clever, but powerless. If you live only as a lion, you will act without thinking. You will be strong, but blind. But if you can hold both within you, reason and fire, patience and power, then you are untouchable. Machiavelli's world was full of betrayal. Lords smiled while plotting each other's deaths. Allies were weapons waiting to turn. He saw that morality was not the language of politics, survival was. And so he wrote not what the people wanted to hear, but what reality demanded to be said. The world belongs to those who can see it as it is, not as they wish it to be. In this way, the fox and the lion are not enemies. They are the two halves of wisdom. The fox sees the invisible. The lion enforces the visible. One manipulates perception, the other defines consequence. Together, they form the complete ruler. One who understands both shadow and light. But you don't need a throne to apply this law. You only need a world that demands strength and punishes naivety. Every workplace, every relationship, every ambition, all are small kingdoms, and the same truth applies. You cannot survive as prey among predators. In the modern age, the fox hides behind strategy, networking, subtlety, quiet calculation. The lion roars through charisma, confidence, presence. Both are powerful, but alone they collapse. You've seen this, the clever man who fears confrontation, and the loud man who cannot see beyond his own echo. Both lose. Machiavelli would say, you must learn to wear masks, but never forget your face beneath them. This is the art of duality, to know that virtue is a performance and power is the script. The crowd believes in goodness, The ruler believes in outcomes. To rule your own life, you must master this same paradox. You must be kind but not weak, silent but never invisible, patient but never passive, merciful but never blind. Power is not about domination, it is about direction. The fox chooses the path, the lion clears it. Together they create destiny. And here lies Machiavelli's hidden truth, one often misunderstood by those who call him ruthless. He never praised cruelty for its own sake. He praised clarity. He taught that control begins when illusion ends, that most men are neither fox nor lion, but sheep, seeking safety in systems that quietly devour them. You cannot lead sheep with truth. You lead them with symbols, with fear, with promises. And yet, if you are wise, you use those tools not for vanity, but for stability, because every kingdom, from a nation to a soul, collapses when ruled by emotion. So when must you be the fox? When the world lies to you, when others underestimate you, when patience serves your purpose better than rage. And when must you be the lion? When fear spreads, when the time of words has ended, when silence becomes weakness. The fox hides truth, the lion reveals it, and between them lies the only kind of power worth having, power that bends but never breaks. In the end, this is not just political philosophy, it's psychological survival. To master others, you must first master yourself. You must learn to hold both instincts within you, the predator and the philosopher, the manipulator and the guardian. When you balance the fox and the lion, you stop reacting and start ruling. Not over nations, but over the only kingdom that truly matters, your mind.